video didn't go as well as I anticipated, but you know, it's cool. So I hope we don't like play this and then it's all 4 years. Hopefully it's just like my freshman year. But and since I couldn't sleep anyway, I said might as well get a couple recording sessions in just to see how they go. You know, test the water.
And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment. For the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance, but now this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 slot. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
And you said it. I mean, the Jayhawks have won for a really long time. 3 college titles for them. The first one coming in 1952, the others in '88 and 2008.
Hill against Green. Hill passes to Hawkins. Here's Evans. Cans the tough leaner from the outside.
And guys, so often big state schools like Kansas care more about football than basketball, but not the case with the Jayhawks. I mean, the basketball program has been a source of pride for a long time, and when you have success like they've had, it's really easy to be proud. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here's Decker. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Badgers shooting their first free throw tonight. Green with the ball. The Badgers pull it in. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Fisher is out there with Hill. And it's Conley in at the 3 slot.
And Badgers have been great since right around the millennium. Since about 1999, they have made the tournament every season.
So Wisconsin ends up going with the new group. A minute 20 left here in the first half.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school, and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
The Badgers leading by 4.
And, you know, for Wisconsin and their consistent appearances in the tournament, guys, they don't just show up and leave now. I mean, they often go deep in the tournament. Sooner or later, I think they might go all the way again.
Back to Peyton. Over to the wing. Here's Decker. Sweet little floater. Decker's got his second basket of the game.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Green against Hawkins. Green kicks to Duncan, and he gets the bucket.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Green against Hawkins. Pass to Evans. With 4 seconds on the clock. Good work defensively by Terry.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Green, he's in at the point. Also Duncan out there. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for the Badgers.
Really, nigga?
They've got Hill. He's out
Really,
there with
niggas?
Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in a power forward.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And for Kansas, Green, he's in at point guard. Also Duncan out there. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
And Wisconsin going with almost an entirely new group here. And the Badgers with possession here. It's a 5-point game. They set the pick. Decker passes to Hawkins. Tipped away. It's stolen by Green.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes
really,
are.
nigga.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Dawkins. And it's Conley in at the 2. Kicks it to Decker. Hawkins with it. Now Green defending. Here's Walker. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Badgers making a switch here. He hits the second from the line.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there.
Me.
They're still down 2 possessions.
Green dishes to Gaines. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree. That's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Badgers making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Hill kicks to Evans. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Green in the post. Hill's there. And the Jayhawks again can't hit. Wisconsin trails by 5. Up top, Hawkins, guarded by Green. Here's Evans, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Evans has gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. The drive by Green, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And that's going to be a foul on Wisconsin.
The defense keeps coming up short. Just no solution for Green. He's got 8 points and 3 assists.
Too easy.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
.133 left in the second half. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Green, no luck.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Gibson, softly drops in the floater.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Decker's checked in for Wisconsin. 1:12 left in the second half. Green against Hawkins from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Terry. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Evans passes to Hill. Expanding his range. No good. And Kansas the other way now. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And no problem there in the first free throw. 1-1 situation, so he'll get...